Hey gang, how are you? It's crunch time on the move. In fact, as soon as I'm done here, I've got to go drive an hour away to go hit Petco because I need a couple more aquariums, which is pretty exciting. Let's see, Anthony's Fishy Friends. First in, Don Gallagher. Second in. All right. We have, looks like people are coming in. Hey, Brian, what's up, man? Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, my aquarium habit is a lot like coronavirus. Exactly correct. What is up, crew? So let's see. I'm getting texted here, so let's see what's happening. Yeah, so I'm getting ready for the move. The home closes on Monday, and so I begin the move-in process. Not doing much the first day because I close at 3 p.m. That means it's done at 4:30 maybe. I'm going to run some stuff over there, but essentially it's done. And so on Tuesday, that's where I'm going to be setting up the fish. What's up, Valley Fish? And so it's all good. Yeah, so I'm going to bring in a new aquarium, a new rack. I'm going to be doing some stuff. I'm getting a bigger aquarium than the 55. I think I'm getting the 75. And so I'll get that in on Tuesday. The new rack, I'll put new aquariums in the rack. I may get water in it on Tuesday. Otherwise, it'll be Wednesday. I'll get water into the aquariums. Hey Pam, what's up? Punchy Pates, Pam in the house. So I'll get that all set up. And then that is the process of just allowing the tanks to get going. Obviously, I have some pre-seeded filters, so I'm going to use those and get those going. So so I'll get that up and running. And essentially, what I am going to be doing is setting up new. It's all good, Don. Lurk away, my friend. Lurk away. So I've got to get that done. This is going to be the last live stream for probably about 10 days or so, because Monday I close and I'm not going to do the live stream then. Someone like walked by my place. Can't wait to be into my own home. And then once I'm done with that, I get that in place. Then on Saturday, moving everything over except for aquariums and racks. And so everything will be moved over a week from Saturday or a week from today. And then hopefully I'll have the aquariums ready to go. I'll have everything up and running well enough. And then on that Sunday, the 8th, I'll just be moving over fish. So it's, so that's sort of where I'm at. I really need a few more aquariums, so I'll be making that drive to Petco because I don't have a Petco in beautiful Joplin, Missouri. And the PetSmart, yeah, they don't have what I need. They don't have, I need to get a 29 for Amica Splendens, and I need to get some 20 highs. So that's where I'm at, 20 highs, and I get more 10s. So it's all good. It's all good all the way around. So that's where I'm at. I have I have stuff coming. Like I have a new canister filter for the bigger aquarium coming in, and so yeah. Well, I just think, Chewy, that I have to set up the aquariums and let them run for a few days. I want to get into the house. Then I can get over here. It's a rental. I can clean it, do everything I need, and then finish the move over with with the other stuff. I'm basically all set up with the move in, except I haven't set up the garbage service yet, but I'll get that done. I'll get that done. So I've got the water set up. I've got the electricity. I've got everything here shutting down at the end of March. Um, my goal is to completely be out of here by the 10th, and if I can accomplish that, then hire somebody to clean it real good and then turn the keys over. My lease is technically up at the end of April, but they told me if they can rent it, they won't charge me for that one. So there you go. And yeah, I'm sure it did, Chewy, moving 20 tanks pre-cycled. Yeah, it's what I'm going to be doing with with the tanks that I have setting up is that I'm going to be moving over trios that are going through. I have to set up some new trios. So I have some Roebuck Red. I have an aquarium where I really need to set up some trios. So I'll do that. So technically, when everything is said and done, I'm going to have about 18 Guppy tanks set up when I get in here. I'll have 2 Amica Splendens tanks, and I'll have 2 larger tanks where I've decided the 55, I'm going to make it an African cichlid grow out. I'm going to do the Julie Chromis Marlarli. That's what I'm going to do, which I can never pronounce properly. I'm going to move those over and get that in place, and so that's sort of and I can leave the substrate. I don't have a ton of substrate. I can leave the substrate there, but I have to get obviously some rocks for that. So that's going to be what we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. I'll tell you this: I had to buy a washer dryer for this place, and have any of you had to buy a washer and a dryer lately? The last time I bought a washer and dryer was about 15 years ago, and I lost it in the divorce. So the washer dryer and yeah. Yeah, well, the good news is about the house here is that I'm putting Griffin Fish Room. Welcome to the live stream. Great having you here. The one thing I am going to do, is I'm setting up the first rack in the kitchen. Why? The kitchen is freaking huge, and I think I'll be able to put nearly all my aquariums there. And I'm going to convert one of the bedrooms and get it tiled. Not tiled. I'll do like the vinyl or I'll do something on the floor there, and make it into it's just me in 3 bedrooms. Me and Bolo the dog. Bolo, by the way, is here with me. He's on my lap right now. He realizes that having me around means I'm subject to his whims. So it's going through. So yeah, so coronavirus really is for me is I need more aquariums and get everything all set up. I'm looking forward to that immensely. What other things can I tell you? I've ordered a bunch of stuff here. They'll move over. I have some more fish stuff showing up that'll be arriving after I own the home, and mainly because I get my mail not at my residence. I get it at a UPS store, mainly because it's so much easier, and and I hate the idea of packages being delivered and left outside the house. Now, in my new neighborhood, I'd probably change over to having stuff delivered to the house, primarily because in this subdivision, in my block, including my immediate next door neighbor, they're all cops. It looks like there's a husband-wife cop at the end of the thing because there's two cop cars there. So, or maybe roommates, two guy cops, or who knows? All I can tell you is surrounded by cops. So I guess that means on New Year's Eve I cannot be shooting my gun, uh, up in the sky. Have to stop that. So yeah, it's so essentially I set this up so I have technically a month to get out of here, but it is. Let's see here. Okay, Ryan, cops are traitors to the Constitution. Okay. That's nice. I like having cops as neighbors because the neighborhood I'm in right now it's all townhouses in down my road, and everybody's pretty good people. I mean, it's good folks all the way around. Behind me, at the top of the hill, there's a halfway house. There's a drug treatment center, and there's a motel that's widely known as being one of the meth hotels of Joplin. And occasionally my dog, the weapon, takes me on a big walk and we go by the meth hotel. And so that's good. Cops as neighbors so you can be fat on the internet to tell people what to do. You're an idiot. Ryan, I'm so glad you figured that out. Good job. By the way, I love trolls. Yeah, let me tell you something. At this motel behind me, there's been a murder. There's been all sorts of mayhem. So, and Ryan, you can get off meth. Hey, what's up, Not Nola Jane? Well, Chewy, you're in Canada and you're medicinally using hemp, cannabis to go through there. You see, Not Nola Jane Fishrich, welcome to the live stream, by the way. I'm all about having a troll now and again. Alex breeding fish. Hey, how are you? All good. Welcome to the live stream. Today's live stream won't go the full length because I've got to make that drive to Springfield. World War III is here, and you are a part of it. Yeah, probably so. Probably so. Yeah, it depends. If all of a sudden the troll starts swearing and stuff like that, then that's a whole different ball of wax. And so that's all good. Yeah, I know. I'm pro. Joplin will be blown away in a tornado. It's a TOR. Okay. Well, now you've done it, Ryan. It's let's see here. Had to remove that one. Okay. Let us put you in. Okay. There you go. Sorry about the guy swearing. And I had to actually, first time I've ever, by the way, had to hide someone's messages. It's just bizarre. So, again, I'm just I'm not big into banning people. Just not necessarily my deal. $2 to make a fart comment. You see, paying for it, that's good. But I don't have enough. I don't have enough subscribers yet. I haven't reached that money line. So yeah, so that hasn't happened as of yet. But we're all hoping for the best. And again, I apologize to the folks that go through there. Brings the banhammer like Thor. Good for you. See, that is pretty good, Pam. I have a feeling, we need more trolls super chatting. That means you are peak troll. If you're paying to troll, that's peak troll. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. You know, speaking of a peak in our lives, and those, there was, it could be, yeah, I do have a Patreon, and I do have a Patreon, Chewy. And I also have the Mobb Guppy shop, where you can get a Mobb Guppy mug or a Bolo T-shirt that is funny. So there you go. Yeah, just go out and do our man Funk. Absolutely. So yeah, so that's essentially what I'm after. Is I've got to go pick up these aquariums, get them back here, and then it's just, let's see, I need I need four more 10s, two 20s, and maybe a 29. Yeah, sorry, Anthony. Again, I've getting ready for this move, and so now that I've got to drive to Springfield. You see, I'm between two metropolises, Fayetteville and Northwest Arkansas, the home of the place where Walmart sprung from. Blame it or credit. Hey, what's up, Doug Gray? Excellent. Well, thank you very much for lurking. So yeah, so Bolo's here. He's in my lap. He's totally asleep. So that's all good. By the way, you'll want to watch Doug Gray. He got a couple of new strains from Asia, that Guppy strains that look pretty good. So you'll want to check out his most recent video. And since occasionally we talk guppies here. Yeah, so I'm setting up the tanks. I'm setting up more trios, more stuff like that. And then my goal here is, once I get this moving. Hey, Big J's, what's up? Um, I'll get all of this set up, and then it'll be sort of next steps after that. So I'm pretty excited. I'd like to have, again, the goal would be, on guppy type stuff, um, is that okay? I've got 10 guppy tanks, breeder tanks right now, and I've got to probably move in. I'm probably gonna be at about 18, so it's all good. Do you know that the World Aquariums made a report that fish are becoming more adjusted to hard water, and it affects them in other ways? I didn't know that. That's kind of neat to go through. I've downloaded a lot of guppy articles from academia.edu, and I've read some of them. I end up getting into the genetic stuff, which is really it's talk about a wormhole that you can jump through. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. My phone is going off. Let's see here. What do we have? Good. It's not. It was not a text. Because I always have to keep myself locked in just in case something crazy happens at that. For example, in the 70s, you had to keep discus at lower than 7 pH for them to survive. And now they can probably do everything except, except the breeding thing going in right from there. I have a buddy of mine who, he's like a second or third base discus keeper. And so he's gotten mated pairs, and one of his mated or the mated pairs going in, he went a year without the fry getting past the wiggler stage. That they couldn't quite figure out that they had to go to the mom's slime coat. There you go. You're talking about F2 in the 70s as well. Fascinating. I didn't know that. That's cool. By the way, my hair is growing out. It's becoming quite wavy. So there you go. Yeah, so that's sort of the stuff. So yeah, I have box filters arriving. I have air pump type of stuff. Hey, Mr. Bees, fish and things. Welcome to the live stream. Great having you here. So we're gonna go to 1:30 Eastern time. Then I have to hit the road to go get this junk done and get on my way to being ready. And then when I get back, I have to do a lot of packing crap. Now the good news is I didn't unpack a lot of stuff, but I have different things that I have to get done around the old homestead, get things ready to go for the move, and it's organized stuff. Because probably in the last since the beginning of the year, I've not been, and normally I'm reasonably organized. No one's going to sit there and say I keep the neatest desk or the neatest house, but it's usually very well organized. And because of changes at the office, getting ready to, buying a house, going through all that sort of stuff, and just go on right from there. So, and that's right. Biologists, they become so adapted. How could you release them into the wild? Of course, no hobbyists bred fish have been reintroduced into the wild fact. But here's the one thing, Chewy, is that if you go to especially a lot of warm states in the United States like Florida, they have uh, because of pet releases, etc. They have a lot of fish that have bred in Florida and all that sort of stuff. The Federal Witness Protection Program helping me move. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I can't wait. Can't wait to get it done. Can't wait to get myself moved over there. So Monday it closes. Tuesday I begin the move over. I have a couple of friends that are helping me out. Wednesday, I think I'm meeting the locksmith on Wednesday. Thursday, the front door of the home is somewhere between green and aqua. Doesn't work for me. Some people may love it. Your home may be that way. It's all good. and so that's so that's the big type of deal. So now I won't let Chewy have a key. Yeah, well, breeding on site's really good. Now, obviously, reintroduction of species all around the world goes in right from there. The peregrine falcon, a perfect example. It was critically endangered. Now it's in pretty good shape. Bald eagle, in the lower 48 states, critically endangered. Now it's in every state in the US of A. It's the California condor, totally eradicated from the wild. There were 22 specimens in 22 specimens in zoos, and now in the wild there's about 300. So, and it's like the fish thing. You order fish, you get guppies or what have you, and quoting Doug Gray, but it's totally true. The sooner they drop fry, the better it is, because if you all of a sudden lose the parents, well, you're sort of in business on that. Alice KH. Yes, I have COVID. I have the COVID of fish keeping. Let's see, Fish Mueller on the door. Spectacular. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Susan, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. So, yeah, you're cooking. You see, there you go. I haven't had my cheat meal since payday. So when I get down to Springfield, I think I'm going to go to Zaxby's, because we don't have high-end chicken finger places here. That's big city stuff. Normally, my cheat meal is one place and one place only: Waffle House, pork chops and eggs. Really good. So I'm gonna make my my drive down there and go do that, then pick up the fish stuff, and then I'm probably gonna be down there for less than an hour, and then I'll get back here, get the stuff loaded into the house, and then get ready for the exciting move. So Bolo is here. I had him washed this week, and took him to be brushed out and bathed and all that sort of stuff. Hey, thank you very much, Susan. Hey, you know what? We're all real busy, and anytime you guys can put out, spend some time with us, you're in good shape. Yeah, well, it's the pet trade, of course, has hurt a number of species that the best example bird wise of a pet species totally decimated in the wild. Daryl Deemer, how are you, buddy? Is that let's see here. Um, did I miss? Did I miss somebody? Hold on here. No. Oh yeah, there you are. Hey Jesse, what's up? It's all good. Yeah, the Spix macaw is actually being protected like in a Dubai or someplace like this, or United Arab Emirates. where a sheik has gone in and he acquired as many Spix macaws as he could find from all over the world, and he has a breeding facility. And they're just getting to the point of releasing the Spix macaw back into the forest in Brazil. Now, a good news thing, and of course, the Spix macaw has been spotted and on camera at least once in the last couple of years. So there is some in the wild. So good news. So the good folks with the the Sheik and the Spix Macaw type of project is going in from there. And of course, I have a fish. I have the Amica splendens, and one day I hope that the Amica splendens is reintroduced into Mexico, and that people go and enjoy it. Yep, Spix Macaw is very, very beautiful. Hey, David, welcome to the live stream. Again, we're sort of talking about coronavirus and fish and how it's sort of like that just spreads. Spreads pretty good. I can make a cartoonish face, can I? Go cartoon on you. When you have this much of a gelatinous mug as I have, you can do a lot with it. Except look normal. I can't do that all that well. We were taking pictures with like the family, and my sister's going, "Can you make a normal face?" What's normal? Imagine having me in the family. So it's all good. Yeah, yeah, setting up macaw sanctuaries. Yeah, again, it's just a process. But hopefully, the Spix macaw, they'll begin to find more in the wild and be able to bring that back. A beautiful bird. So it's and a lot of times here's, this is how, and this has happened by the way with arowana as well. Huge with arowana that are a mouth breeder. Most of the species are, if not all. Is that they would go find a female carrying fry, and they would just cut off her head and take the fry and raise the fry. Well, they've done that with a number of species that have been taken into captivity, sometimes into zoos, sometimes into private collections, etc. Is that they'll find a nest and they'll go and kill the parents and take the babies. Yeah, it's and by the way, the UICN has I'm a kind of a fan of a bird that has been spotted that was believed to be extinct. The ivory-billed woodpecker, which isn't far from here, has been spotted. It has to have old growth forest, so it's been spotted in places in Arkansas. In there's a number of different places where people have claimed to have seen it, and they have a whole plan of once the species is quote unquote rediscovered, going through there. You gonna pick one of those crown tail guppies today, Jesse? Is this from your buddy that you had that you did the video on? That was a pretty cool video, pretty cool setup of fish that guy had, and really attractive guppies. I have been inspired by Doug Gray and others. My next thing of guppies I'm going to ship something in from Asia. No matter how you slice it, I'm going to end up with 70 fish tanks here. It's just it's my destiny. It's like how Luke Skywalker, or had to have the Force and all that sort of junk. Same type of thing, and same type of deal. And so there you go. And so yeah, so that's good. What other it's yeah, the whole process, the internet, getting that in. I'm doing that a week from or this coming Friday. So yeah, we'll make those arrangements, Don. Will I'll get I don't have Fry yet, but I'm hoping later on this spring I will have Amika Fry. And I'm gonna be swapping Amikas with, I forget who I'm swapping them with. My mind just went blank. And when I have Fry, I'm gonna swap just so I have a little more genetic diversity. And so it's cool. 25 Fry, Blue Moscow Guppies. Excellent. It's a nice drop. And so it's the process. And and the pet trade, has also hurt things. And again, here I am keeping pet fish. Um, is that when you get invasive species, which if you live in Florida, they're all over the place. I have a buddy of mine who retired from DC down to Florida, and he does Florida, DUH. But off of Florida, lionfish in the Gulf of Mexico, lionfish that had been released from the pet trade. They're a beautiful, spectacular fish to keep just because they're gorgeous saltwater tanks. Here's the problem: they eat like there's no tomorrow. They have to eat all the time. They don't do a lot, and you can't keep a lot with them because, well, they're going to eat them. So who knows how many lionfish were released into the wild? I believe they're from the East Indian Ocean, if I have it off the top of my head right. Well, there are videos of people going in and spearing lionfish in Florida, the Bahamas, and there's a group of people that go out that collect a bunch of them. And yeah, it's just yeah, goldfish is another big thing that essentially it's a carp, and the Mississippi River is being run up right now by Asian carp. It started down in Mississippi, Louisiana type thing, and it's slowly moved its way north, and it's gone up the riverways, and they're doing whatever they can to keep those suckers away from getting into the Great Lakes. And they believe that would be an environmental catastrophe. So it's a big deal. Yeah, it's no, it's going out and getting rid of these invasive species. What makes an invasive species terrible for the most part is that they have no natural enemies. And like the lionfish, which is a great example, the lionfish, they scatter out their eggs, and they have up to 1 million eggs a time. So whatever gets hatched, I mean, they go through. Bob Kaler, no, I got the Bolo merch up. There's Bolo merch. Bob Kaler, welcome to the live stream. The Bolo merch is up. There'll be more on the way, but it's but the Mobb Guppy shop has Bolo merch. Yeah, it's yeah, that's not surprising. The pathogens, the different types of things. Yeah. So that's sort of the deal right there. The whole process of the invasive species, yeah, they bring in diseases, they bring in all sorts of stuff, and it's a very, very important thing. Oh no, Walmart closed for a bomb threat. No cruising for Bob Kaler for fabulous babes at Walmart. Go to Target. Target's good. I mean, called it in so you could get a break. Oh, that's funny. That is funny, funny, funny. So let's see, what other little things do I need here? I've got yeah, so it's just I have box filters coming. I have let's see, Alex breeding fish, got ring-necked parrots in England, and they're cool, and I'm glad they are here. Yeah, but here's the deal, Alex, is that it's is that they're taking up the space of native species. That's the deal. Yeah, Doug, that is the deal. You're totally right. I probably will end up doing that, Doug. I haven't quite done it yet. I just have a lot of different gang valves, and at least up front, I'll go through. But I think I'm going to be getting a pump from Gemco, and I think I'll be getting I've looked at all that sort of stuff. It's just step by step, and so I have to go, and I hope they're open tomorrow. I've got to stop by. I found a Dent and Scratch appliance store. Let's see if I can get a washer and a dryer. I mean, my goodness, if you want to get in even the cheap washer and dryer, you're looking at $950, no problem. If you want to get one of those energy efficient ones, which seems to me, I don't know if I can ever use that much energy. It's combined, it's like $1,700, and all right, okay, very cool, very cool, Jesse, very, very cool. So it's yeah, you bought your washer and dryer used on Craigslist. I may do that. I went to one place called Hillbilly Outlet, and I may get it from there as well. I want, it's used. I would like to, if I could get new, but I'm not over like $600. Like a scratch and dent. I'm in. Thanks, Don, for the reminder. 17 here, 19 big thumbs up. Appreciate it. Drinking a Dasani, which I find wonderful and refreshing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So it's it's we'll see how that goes. But again, it's just the whole process. Hey, Daniel, keeping fish. Good night. Good evening, sir. And yeah, so it's all good. Now it's now Daniel. Anybody in your neighborhood have the coronavirus yet? Just curiosity. The United States is pretty much locked in. Baltic Sea Guppies. Hey, welcome. Guten Morgen. German is not that good. My German is not that good. Yeah, you see, there you go. Yeah, the bolo shirt, and one of them is kind of distasteful. So it's all good. So yep, Guten Morgen. Yep. It's my last name is German. Yeah, it's yeah, generally you go to Petco, there's not a lot of go out there and just I'll be in there. I'm just literally gonna go in. I'm gonna go this, and have some guy help me carry him out. I won't be in there for more than 10 minutes. And I have too much. I would go hit a couple of fish stores down there, a couple of the LFSs. I just don't have time. And by the way, I feel like buying a 6 pack of Corona just support Corona. Yeah, you see, there you go. It's I'm French, Scandinavian, German, and English. And so here's the deal. I had great uncles in World War II that spoke, French fluently, and they were translators. Hey, thank you very much, David. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's Vinny the Mooch. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to swing by Habitat for Humanity. I've got to figure that out. I've got a couple of weeks to deal with that, so I'll get in and go from there. The good news is that technically I'm renting this place until the end of March, so I can do my laundry over here. Yeah, and yeah, there's a story, by the way, about coronavirus. A dog testing positive. Apparently, sniffing cocaine kills the coronavirus. Huh. Thank you for that health tip. Rumor, tried and true here, Alex. It's I think I have to buy like several weeks worth of beans and go from there. All right, gang, I'm cutting out early because I gotta go run this and get this in. Next live stream will be a week from Monday on March 9th. And so yeah, nice Japanese lady to do my laundry. Yep, I can sweet talk her. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you and we'll get this move done. You have a great day.